All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we're going to talk about in this episode something really special now. We've got an information where exactly will Arsenal go and what they're going to do in the January transfer window. The January transfer plans in some bits have been revealed, and I don't know if you got to believe this or not, but yeah, I think taken into consideration, and of course, we don't have much to discuss because we are lousy Arsenal fans. We're not even Europe. We're not even in Europe, so only one game a week, and with international break, I swear to God, it just kills me. There's no point in there's nothing wrong in discussing what sort of a player that Arsenal can recruit based on one piece of information. So why do I have Bruno Guimaraes in my images? Of course, no, I'm not a fool, but according to one of the Twitter accounts, they say that Arsenal are looking to recruit from France in January from that for that midfield position. Now, the central midfield role or attacking midfield role, I don't even know because I think they're looking for a central midfield role, and in January, Arsenal could look at Ligue 1. So if they're going to Ligue 1, I think the best team that you should look at is Olympique Lyon. I swear to God, they've got a lot of young stars that they would look to sell. Bruno Guimaraes, Maxence Kakare, Lucas Paqueta. Oh my God, Hossam Awar, also not a bad player at all. So these are the players that Arsenal might look at the moment. Not only them, there are lots of that. Boubacar Kamara, so many youngsters that Arsenal could actually go for as well. So, which one of them do you think that Arsenal should get in, or if not League One, which other league should Arsenal target? Let me know in the comments what do you guys think about it. I think Paqueta, Guimaraes were fantastic yesterday against Sparta Prague. I think they had a game. They won 4-3 in the Europa League. That was a fantastic game. Go check it out if you have not checked their goals. Superb game. Yeah, Awar really played well yesterday. So let's talk about something more. Let's talk about David Seaman wants to give Alex Lacazette a new contract. Now, I think I posted this on my community tab as well. So I'll ask this again. What do you think? Would you give Alex Lacazette a new contract or not? So as when I'm shooting this, I actually 46 people have voted for this. 83% think that yes, Alex Lacazette should be given a new contract, and the rest say no. 46 votes in, and almost above 80% people believe that yes, Lacazette should be given a new contract. So what did David Seaman say? He said at the moment we are finding it hard to attract those sorts of players. So the last thing you want them is leaving. So for me, offer him a new contract. Hopefully, he's happy doing what he's doing, coming off the bench and making a real impact like he did against Palace. So yeah, I certainly don't want to see him go. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, Alex Lacazette, the man who scored the equalizer. David Seaman wants Arsenal to offer him a new contract. Mikel Arteta also suggested that offering him a new contract is not ruled out as of now as well. So let's see what that leads to. Let me know in the comments, would you give him a new contract? So I'll tell you what, if a new contract is not given to Alex Lacazette, what happens? So even if we give, what happens? So if we give him a new contract, a 3-year contract maybe, if that is given, of course, is a very good link-up striker. Now, if we don't give him a new contract, a new striker comes in maybe in January or maybe in the summer transfer window, and of course, he takes time to settle in. And if we have an impactful player, it is a very dicey question. But if you give him Alex Lacazette a new contract, he's not going to accept something which is below to what he's earning right now. So that would be, giving him a new contract and making him one of the most highest paid players in the club. So I don't know, man. I don't think so. I would be accepting that. So I maintain this that Arsenal should get rid of him, and I think I would want to maintain that as well. So Emil Smith Rowe, ladies and gentlemen, he's got a fantastic interview coming up, and yeah, he said something which Arsenal fans would love hearing. He says, if Arsenal want me for the rest of my career, then I'm going to stay here forever. It is always difficult to stay at one club for your career, but for me personally, I'd love to be here forever. For me, playing for Arsenal, growing up an Arsenal fan and my family around me, it was easy. Growing up in London, I did not want to move out of London. It is probably one of the easiest decisions I've ever made. Um, Talking more on scoring against Tottenham last month, Emil said, it was honestly the best day ever. My family were there, pointing up to them as soon as I scored. What a day. Bukayo scoring as well. Two young players from Hale, and there's nothing better. So he says, I watch as much games as I can. If there's a game on TV, I'm watching it. I always want to learn. I always like watching it by myself because I don't want to listen to everyone else's opinion. I just like focusing on it. I might seem boring, but I love it. So that is that about Emil Smith Rowe, ladies and gentlemen. He would want to be an Arsenal legend and would want to be forever at Arsenal. That's really rare to actually hear from a very young player. It's fantastic though. But let's talk about banning Mike Dean from Tranmere Arsenal. So certain Arsenal supporters believe that Mike Dean should be punished for what he did. Of course. Um, of course, that kick on Bukayo Saka by MacArthur. So, certain Arsenal fans want Mike Dean to be demoted so that he could officiate in um, lower leagues. So, Football Daily said that red card. Dermot Gallagher says he anticipated a red card to be given to James MacArthur for his challenge on Saka. Another one says how should Mike Dean have got sanctioned for not sending off James MacArthur for his kick on Bukayo Saka. Another one says that make him ref of first division. Another Arsenal fan said how many times has he already been suspended? A quick Google search shows me at least two other incidents. Why is he still even in the job? Another one said he's made so many errors as a referee, he should be seeking other employment. Another one said sacking. I'd love to see him leave the FA and refereeing altogether. Also, the VAR referees, they are so far worse than last year. Absolutely ridiculous and outraging. Some actually fans said that there should be more communication from the officials and authorities. So one of them said, I would love if the Premier League could make an official statement saying that Palace should have got a red card. That would ease the frustration a bit for me. That damage is already done. Another one said suspension and post-match interview. If tackles like that go unpunished, there'll be a broken leg at the end of the next one. So, ladies and gentlemen, football fans were not happy altogether. It was not just Arsenal fans who were saying that that's a straight red, and a lot of fans of different teams were like, how the hell is that not red? What do you need to get a red card? I don't get it. I really don't get it. Peter Schmeichel claims that Wojciech Szczesny's never accepted despite doing really well. So he's claimed that Szczesny is someone who has done really well at Arsenal and Juventus, but never accepted in the top bracket of goalkeepers. True. He's not considered. I don't know why. So here's what Schmeichel said. He says he has a very safe and steady pair of hands. He's someone who has always tried to put himself in the top brackets of goalkeepers, but it's like the outside world has never accepted him into that. I think he has done really well for Juventus. I also thought he did really well when he was at Arsenal, but it's what I'm saying there. And he's not been really accepted as a good goalkeeper. He has done well. As I said, he has safe pair of hands. He has strong mentality. He wants to be the best of the best. Regardless of what age Buffon was, he still came in and took over the place from Buffon, and you need to be some goalkeeper to do that. So yes, Wojciech Szczesny believes, Peter Schmeichel believes Wojciech Szczesny is not being given the credit that he deserves. So Kjell Catalan has yet to play this season, but the talented youngster is closing in on a return to action. So he's back at London Colney and will hope to feature for Arsenal's under-23 side soon. So let's see how things will turn out to be. But Max Aarons opens up on Arsenal's transfer interest and Norwich City's Premier League ambition. So he also opened up about what happened about his. So. So he says regarding the numerous transfer rumors about him, Max Aarons said, for some players it can be a distraction, but for me I've had this for years now. Since I started to play on this level, in one sense it can give you confidence, but for me it's just about playing the best I can on the pitch. That's the main thing. I barely read any of it, and like I said, it's been going on for many years now that it is not an issue for me. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, he's fine with the links that he's getting, clubs where he's actually linked with. So Gabriel Agban Lahore says Dominic Calvert-Lewin will cost Arsenal a lot of money. Of course, he says it's going to cost Arsenal a lot of money out of Everton. So that I don't see that happening. I feel Everton are more likely to get into the top 6 than Arsenal, so I don't see it at the moment. So Gabriel Agban Lahore believes it's not gonna happen, but okay, let's see. So ladies and gentlemen, Renato Sanchez again getting linked. I mean, a lot to be fair. Yes, he's getting linked a lot to Premier League clubs. So we're gonna talk about that. Yes, Renato Sanchez. So it looks like Fabio Paratiki, Spurs are getting a step ahead to join Arsenal for Renato Sanchez, and we've actually heard Lille president Olivier Letang speak about that Renato Sanchez has been given the green light so that he could leave the club. So if that's the case, Spurs are also in the mid. So Rob Holding has shared something on social media. He says ready for some Friday night lights. So Rob Holding is ready for the game tonight. By the way, there is a watch along for the game. Do join IG in supporting Arsenal beating the mighty Aston Villa. Okay, whatever. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, cheers and have a good night.